Yeah, well, if she would have told me that before we started, I would have recommended leeches. Hello, and welcome to The World According to Tunes, live from M.C.Tunes studios deep in the heart of Manchester. This is part of the broadcast where we poke holes, expose and troll the complete retardation of mainstream television. Throughout time, human beings have relied on relationships, making them, breaking them. The good, the bad, the happy, the sad. Relationships are one of the most important foundations a healthy and diverse society is built on. So using my extensive and detailed research skills and my vast and complex library of YouTube videos, even I was surprised when I found this.
Our next guest has always been a little bit sceptical about the paranormal world, but when Spirit Eduardo appeared in her bedroom one evening, she was far from spooked and she actually fell head over heels.
Well, now her ghostly lover, a Victorian soldier, is a regular visitor. Bracard joins us right now to tell us about her phantom partner.
Morning,
This is
Bracard.
incredible.
Thanks for joining us.
You obviously can see how it might look on the outside.
Yeah, of course. Like, I was sort of taking myself back to a time before this happened, and if someone said, oh, I'm in love with a ghost, I've been visited by this spirit, I'd be like, you sure? Are you okay? So yeah, I can understand why people are totally sceptical. But
So, as you can see, a perfectly normal morning with our serial bulge flasher, Dermot O'Dangley, and his excellent counterpart, Alison Hammond, chatting with what I can only describe as Sauron's younger sister, with her 100% no bullshit, real, non-fantasy based relationship with Eduardo, the sexy Spanish pirate ghost. And if you're wondering what this has to do with music, nothing. Musicians are boring.
So what happened? Like, how did this first come about?
I was literally lying there trying to fathom out what was going on in my kind of friendships and everything, kind of tossing, turning. And I literally just felt this burning sensation in my heart out of nowhere, like a really, really like warm, not a pain, but like a really, really warm, like my chest was exploding.
You know that's not like a physical, did you, like,
yeah,
wasn't
but
indigestion?
I mean, I've never had a heart attack before or anything like that, so I couldn't liken it to something, but it was a
Oh, well, this is not a good sign. She's home alone, in bed, touching, tossing, turning, fathoming herself with something warm rolling down the inside of the leg, and then a hot burning sensation right in the middle of her chest. Oh my God, Mr. Dingley, what are we talking about? It's far too early in the day to be discussing indoor water sports.
physical burning and a deep sensation in my chest.
Was it comforting or upsetting?
It was alarming at the beginning because I didn't know what was happening, and initially it was just really, really intense and I was struggling to breathe, and it passed really, really slowly throughout my stomach, all the way down my legs, like this sort of burning, and then like out through the bottom of my body.
Jesus. Obviously, this poor lady is suffering from something. This does not sound at all like the side effects of a night pounding sambuca, falling out with your friends, teary-eyed storming off alone, and tearing into a undercooked chicken kebab. No, I don't know about you lot out there, but this sounds a lot more spiritual, dare I say, spooky.
The spirit passed all the way down, and then I was like propelled forward. So I was lying down in bed before, and I was bolted right straight upright. So I was rigid, like almost like, you know, when you watch those horror movies, and The Exorcist sort of propels forward.
This seems to have taken a dark turn.
Literally like that. It was literally like I was shaking and I was sweating, and like clammy hands and tears like streaming down my face out of nowhere. And then it's kind of like been a year and a half now at this.
It's been a year and a half. That's 18 months. A perfect example of another toxic one-night stand, proving once again that men are twats, even after they're dead. It's obvious to everybody except these three brainlets that Eduardo, the grabby ghost, has some serious boundary issues.
Presence has been around, and it's just got progressively more and more intense.
Tell us all about him. His name's Eduardo.
Yeah, he's called Eduardo.
So does he whisper in your ear and tell you that?
Yeah, like the first time, on that first occasion, he literally left with the words saying, "I love you." And I was like, what on earth is that? I will heal...
Bit soon.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, you're keen, aren't you? Hi, nice to meet you.
One stage at a time, Eduardo.
Yeah, it's like, calm down, Eduardo, you're too keen. Yeah.
Too keen? Keen is not a word I'd use to describe Eduardo. Let me think. Something that rhymes with grapey. I'm not at all happy with the knee slapping and the smug chuckles. The patriarchy exists, ladies and gentlemen, in this life and the next.
But yeah, you know, like...
Do you feel, Brooke, I'm sorry to interrupt, do you feel you're in a relationship with this guy? Like, are you magnanimous,
Oops.
Just him.
Yeah, is it just, sorry, I've gone blank. Is it just him, pure Eduardo?
What are you trying to suggest, Mr. O'Dangley? Of course she's in a magnanimous relationship. You're not suggesting that Mystic, I'm off me meds, Meg, is interested in Eduardo and the boys pulling some sort of ghost train?
How dare you?
Going back to the bare bones of what a relation... Because it's very feeling and emotion-driven, if that makes sense. So
Emotionally driven? I'd call it a paranormal piss take.
say when you date a normal person, there's all these sort of expectations, like, are they going to text me back? Are they going to take me for a nice dinner? Like, I quite like with this that it's sort of spontaneous and he can just sort of appear.
I'm starting to feel like this is the perfect relationship. It reminds me of an old joke. Limousine, no. Flowers, no. Dinner, no. But the look on her face when her shit on her chest, priceless.
It's not sort of like, oh, we're going on a date on Friday, which restaurant do you want to go to? It's literally like, oh, I'm here.
And what do your, like, are you 100% convinced it's real?
I mean, I've questioned it a lot because obviously, like you said, it's a bit out there, and,
Sure.
and I've tried to like logicalize why these things are happening.
Logicalize? Is that a word? No, but I'll give it a.
I've tried to put like rational explanations on, oh, what could it be? Like, could it be my imagination? Could it be something else? And I can't find a logical conclusion that would do all of those things to my body and make me feel that way.
Oh, well, there you have it. Concrete proof. Only something from the other side could make her body react in such a way as woke as you thought you were. This Griselda, the kinky cat lady, has got you beat. Not only is Eduardo a swashbuckling exchange student from the land of Paella, he's an apparition with a mission. He's the ghost with the most. He's more inclusive, more diverse, and less racist than any borderline psychotic could imagine. It's not just intersectional. It's not just interracial. It's fucking interdimensional. So for all you heteronormative, cisgendered, toxic males watching, Anton Kai, I'm looking at you. Chill out. Don't panic. Use the Eduardo system. Just 2 pumps and a squirt, wipe it on a skirt, and leave something warm on her leg. She'll never leave you alone. What have you got to lose? Lads, you're the most hated animal on the planet as it is. Think about it. If it works for Eduardo, the grapey ghost, it could work for you. And remember, the Eduardo system, available only on www.twatt.com for the affordable price of $39.99. Don't get drunk without it. Bed sheets and sambuca sold separately. Taking offence is a choice. Now fuck off.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly.